What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you want to stay up to date throughout the whole summer transfer window here on YouTube, then do make sure you have subscribed to my channel. As I said, doing daily Manchester City transfer updates. It is free to subscribe, by the way. Also, don't forget social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. And finally, I wanted to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Sofascore. Sofascore are going to be keeping you guys up to date with all the latest football scores ahead of the new season. They're also going to keep you guys up to date with the latest match information, as well as all the statistics and analysis for you guys to enjoy. They do also provide all the latest scores from all the sports that you guys love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. Very highly rated app. It is free to download, so worthwhile checking out. Anyone that does want to support the future content created here on my channel, just download Sofascore using my link in the description. So we're going to crack on with this video. We've got no contract news. Eerily quiet in the ins as well. Pretty hot though in the outs. So we're going to start off first with a very big update on Yan Couto. Now, Fabrizio Romano has given Yan Couto's move to Borussia Dortmund the here we go. It's a deal worth 25 million euros plus add-ons. That has now been agreed between Manchester City and Borussia Dortmund. He is going to sign a long-term deal at Dortmund. He is expected to travel to Dortmund very soon to complete his medical, sign the contract, and for Dortmund to announce the transfer. Everything should be sorted, so that was a big hurdle all done and dusted. Everything should be sorted, maybe even by tomorrow. Certainly, I reckon by the end of the weekend, early into next week, so Monday, Tuesday at the very, very latest. It all depends on how quick Dortmund are at sorting everything out and getting the transfer announced. That's what we're waiting on as of next. Patrick Berger has said, very interestingly, that he's going to join Borussia Dortmund on a loan with an obligation to buy. And says that the parameter of the clauses for Dortmund are easy to meet. What does that mean? There's lots of different translations as to what that can mean. Fabrizio Romano seems to be indicating it's going to be a permanent transfer, so I reckon we're probably going to have to wait until there is official confirmation by Dortmund and Manchester City with what does happen with this transfer. But if Patrick Berger is spot on the money here, then my understanding is it would be a loan deal with an obligation to buy, and more than likely as part of that obligation there'll be very easy terms to meet for the clauses, which means, let's say Yan Couto picks up a very serious injury and he ends up playing no minutes for Borussia Dortmund or plays very little for the next 12 months or so, then Borussia Dortmund will have the option to say we're not going to take up that obligation to buy and we're going to release him back to Manchester City with more than likely a compensation fee being agreed as well. Sounds like a very complex transfer, so we'll wait and see. Is it a permanent deal? Is it a loan with a obligation to buy, which means Manchester City will get the money? It sounds more like an option to buy. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, moving on. We've got the very latest on Joao Cancelo. And the Daily Star have said that Barcelona are offering Manchester City £7 million in a loan fee to take Joao Cancelo for the season. They say that in that loan agreement, Barcelona are pushing for an obligation to buy for next summer for £18 million. So you're looking at a transfer, if Man City do agree to that, of £25 million, plus I presume that Barcelona will be covering most of, if not all, of Joao Cancelo's wage as well, which £25 million, £7 million this summer, £18 million next summer, doesn't sound like the worst deal. And to me, almost sounds too good to be true. Now, yeah, it is below Joao Cancelo's value because he is, to me, a 40, 50 million pound fullback. Never going to happen, certainly not with a sale to Barcelona. So if you can seal a permanent transfer and it's worth 25 million pounds, to me anyway, considering they've got no cash, sounds almost too good to be true. And you can definitely see, now I'm not saying Dortmund are going to be looking for them parameters or them clauses for the obligation to buy so they don't have to spend that money. I can see Barcelona exploring that option, if I'm being completely honest. And would it surprise anybody if I was to say to you in the next 12 months that Joao Cancelo, even though there's an obligation to buy, is still a Manchester City player because Barcelona have found a loophole in a way that means that they don't have to pay the money that they are offering for with this transfer. Very strange one as well, just like the Yan Couto one. it's been a strange summer. Anyway, moving on, we've got the very latest on Ederson and Pep Guardiola in his post-match interview after Manchester City's penalty shootout defeat against Barcelona in Orlando, United States of America, over in Florida. He's been speaking in his press conference. He's been speaking about Ederson and said that he loves having Ederson at Manchester City. He said that Ederson is a high-quality player. However, he wants a decision very soon from Ederson. Does he want to leave Manchester City or does he want to stay for at least the upcoming season? Pep Guardiola wants clarity on his squad, so he wants to know where he stands with Ederson and things getting sorted. He does say that he doesn't mind if Ederson does want to leave Manchester City. It will be painful. He won't like it, but he does understand. So we're awaiting now the decision from Ederson, which I imagine will come in the next couple of weeks, not giving Man City much time to get a transfer sorted. Do they want to go after a Mike Maignan if Ederson does leave, or do they want to go after probably the easier option and sign a backup to Stefan Ortega Moreno? We will see. Now, moving on to the final transfer, I've really enjoyed keeping up to date with all the bickering going on between Julian Alvarez's camp, Julian Alvarez, and Manchester City. That has continued to go on in Paris at the Olympics with Argentina, with Julian Alvarez, with some comments being made by Manchester City about this transfer. Julian Alvarez, I don't know if things are getting lost in translation, by the way, but Julian Alvarez seems to be indicating that he wants to leave, he wants to sit down, and he's happy at Manchester City in one sentence, literally not even within hours of each other, it's literally within a sentence. He's saying one thing, saying he's happy at Manchester City, he's really enjoyed his time here, he's enjoying working with Pep Guardiola, and then in the next sentence he says, but I want to leave because I want to play in the big moments. Then in the next sentence he's saying, I know that I've played a lot of games, but I've not played in the big games. I want to be playing in the big games, so I want to leave. But do I want to leave? Will I leave? Who knows what will happen? And I think we can all safely say that this summer transfer window, though not being very active for Manchester City, is slowly but surely driving JSGC absolutely insane. So there we go. That has been today's transfer update. If you did enjoy the video, do leave a thumbs up. That would be great. 300 likes is the aim. It lets me know that you are digging the vids. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Remember, going to keep you guys up to date here on YouTube every single step of the way with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. Also, don't forget as well to go check out my social media links. You can find them in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Sofascore. And I'll see you all again religiously tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.